Um, I think the big, intense, ecstatic moment happens straight after the whistle, and I will never forget that moment. It was very big for everyone who works around the team and for the club. So we're happy we put ourselves in that position, and we're going to go to the final to do everything we can. Then we traveled back, and yesterday has been about individualization. So players need recovery, or players need to get a little bit of work on the pitch. We've got together as a staff and players group, had lunch together, and then today it was all about looking forward to the game tomorrow, Aston Villa.
Yeah, and as amazing as the moment was on Sunday, I suppose it always has the capacity to be quite draining psychologically, like such intense emotion. So how do I suppose you guard against that and go into the game tomorrow feeling as mentally fresh as possible?
Yeah, so we've been very good in games to regulate our emotions, and so I think that's a quality that the team has. So that's going to be needed now as well. I also think we don't want to neglect emotions, and emotions can be turned into a lot of positive energy. So that's the balance we try to find the perfect preparation for Aston Villa tomorrow.
I suppose another balance is striking a balance between looking ahead to the huge test that is down the line against Barcelona and still focusing on the short term and on the fact that you could still win a WSL title. So again, how do you balance those two slightly conflicting ambitions?
Not conflicting, because we had two objectives for the block, and that was going to the final and do our job in the WSL by getting 4 out of 4. So we've done one now, and now it's Aston Villa tomorrow, and all we want to do is get 3 points tomorrow, because we want to keep the pressure on in the WSL.
And in terms of team news for tomorrow, did everyone come through Sunday okay? Is there any fresh concerns?
No, same availability.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi Rennie, if you could first talk about the preparation you're going through for tomorrow's match and getting the team ready after the magnificent performance in France.
Yeah, so individualization yesterday with regards to what the players needed from a recovery versus training perspective. So that's what we did yesterday, but it was also an important moment to get together and acknowledge what we did. So great energy, togetherness, and that was important for us. I think you want to acknowledge the emotions and not neglect them, and today has been all about the preparation for Villa, and like I said before, the balance of using those emotions and the momentum that we have, but also regulate, because we need to be focused and ready for Villa tomorrow.
Have you met the coach? They've got a new coach who did play for Barcelona, who you faced in the final. Do you know her at all, the Spanish coach?
No, I haven't spoken to her yet. No.
And what's your view of the Aston Villa team that you're facing tomorrow?
It's a good team. They've secured their spot in the league for next year. So I guess they're happy with that. They've changed their structure a little bit. They of course come from 2 wins in the league, and I think they will be free in the way they will try to take on the game tomorrow. So we are very aware of what they can bring to the game and where they come from. So we need to be 100% focused and concentrated on what we need to do tomorrow.
Thanks. We'll come to the call now with yourself, Tim.
Yeah, hi Renee. First of all, I just wanted to ask about with the game plan for the Real Madrid second leg. You talked about how you got the players to go away together, the coaches to go away together and talk about the game and come back. I'm curious as to whether you did anything similar for Lyon, because I think I could really see some of the, maybe not lessons learned from the first leg, but things like taking away Lyon's running power was something I think Arsenal did really, really well. And I'm just curious about the process of looking at that first leg and kind of putting that game plan together.
I think between the Madrid game, so we always want involvement and engagement from the players. The process wasn't exactly coaches went away and players went away, so we do blend coaches and players together to look at different things. And of course we had a week or more between these two games. So we had a lot of time spent together with the players. There was some engagement from them. I think the first day back, we gathered their thoughts on the game and what we want to focus on from different perspectives, our attacking game, defending game, and how we want to manage the game. And that set us up really well, so we could align coaches and players. The next day we were together and we put a plan together on what do we want to work on and what details do we need to get right. And then towards the end of the week there was great engagement from the players, again more from a scenario-based perspective, but all the way through. And I think that's been a strength of the team, that there is engagement, there is involvement, they take ownership, they hold themselves accountable. So that's a strength of ours, and that's definitely been a key for the Lyon win, yes.
And can I ask a slightly admin-based question about your previous role? I know we talked a couple of months ago about, you know, the backfilling of that role on the coaching staff. I saw that role was advertised a couple of months ago. Starting to see individuals who are in similar roles, maybe around, who are moving around. I wondered if there's any progress on an appointment for that role at all.
Yeah, so it's very important for us to get the right structure around the team and the players, for us to reach our goals, and development is a big part of us reaching our goals. So we're looking at how we fill that role, but at the moment the setup is great. I think we have one of the biggest staffs in Europe, and we have so much competence and quality, so everything is going really well at the moment.
And can I ask as well, I noticed, I've completely forgotten his name, but the under-21 coach, I think, has been with you on some match days. Has that just been about his development?
Yeah, so both from a player and staff perspective, we have loan players, academy players coming in to train with us. We also like to have staff around from the academy and under 21. So Elliot has been with us a little bit more lately, and he's been a great addition, bringing some new perspective and giving us that bridge between the senior and junior players.
Thanks, Renee. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tim. Helen.
Yes. Oh, I've managed to unmute. Brilliant. So first of all, Renee, I just wanted to say that superstitions do work, because my team went up as champions.
Ah, congratulations.
Yeah, and I like to think that the good luck passed on to you guys on Sunday. But anyway, serious questions. I want to talk about the bravery of the team, because it was quite brave the way you played in Lyon. The very, very high press, the collective all going forward together. And I wondered if you could tell me a little bit about that.
So bravery is one of our pillars. It's something we always want to be. And I think in this scenario, after the first leg, we needed to be brave going to Lyon. That was going to be key for us. But we can only be brave if we know exactly what we're doing. And again, coming back to Tim's question, the detail of the preparation together with the players was on a very high level. And then if you know what you're doing, you know your role, you know what to expect, and then you can be brave in the role you're going to play. And then I think spot on, because I think our press against Lyon, leading to turnovers, but also the press stopping them from attacking, it was on a very high level, and it was key in our game.
Brilliant. My second question is, I know that you say, I know you're very calm, but you also go at 100 miles an hour, which is strange. But have you been able to sort of like compartmentalise all this stuff? Because it must be where you are, playing for Villa, second in the WSL, still in with a chance there, automatic qualification if you can stay in second anyway, but also into the Champions League final. Is this kind of like beyond even your wildest dreams?
It's, of course, I want to enjoy the moments as well, and that moment on the pitch, seeing all players, staff, fans, thinking about all the other people that weren't there, and then thinking about what we achieved, that's very big, and that does a lot to me as well. So I'm not just calm and composed and don't feel anything. So I'm very passionate as well. I think my presence is maybe calm, but I need to love what I'm doing to be able to perform. That's very important for me, and so I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm a part of. But I also know in my role, in my job, it's good for me and hopefully good for the environment that I am calm.
And you said before, sorry, I was going to just say, you said before when I asked you how many marks you'd give yourself out of 10, you said a big fat enough. What would you give yourself now?
Don't put me in this position because I'm gonna say it again. It's honestly, it's a team performance, and I understand my role in it, so I don't take myself out of that. But I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna play the game. But no, I'm just very happy and proud, and I understand my role. But it really is a team performance, and I especially am working in a big organization like Arsenal and the big staff that we have and the different departments playing their roles towards success. It really is a team performance, and I know you don't want to hear it, but that's really how I see it.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Helen. Sandra.
Oh, hi Rene, I hope you're well. I just wanted to ask, just in terms of the WSL and obviously going into this game, you've been unbeaten since, I think, late January, that match against Chelsea. No points dropped, I believe, in any of the WSL games since then. And then obviously you've got this run in Europe and taking Arsenal to this first Champions League final in almost 2 decades. How important has the dual kind of charge in both competitions just been for you, for the team, particularly when you consider where things were, I guess, towards the start of the season?
Yeah, it's very important. We players and the club, they want to work towards something, and you want to be in this position at the end of season where you're competing, and I'm happy we are. So we're really proud of the spot in the final, and we look forward to that. But also with a couple of games left in the WSL, we want to keep the pressure on, and we want to end with as many points as possible from where we're at. So no, I'm happy with where we are, and but no job is done. So a lot of work to do still, and that starts tomorrow.
And you mentioned to Helen there pillars that you have that the team and you work within. Bravery you mentioned there. What are the other pillars, and is this something that's always been there, even when you were playing for Arsenal? Is it something that you've come up with this season as part of what you want to achieve?
Yeah, so there's 5 of them, and I want to keep that a little bit internal. But no, it's something we've worked on with the players. So we have the Arsenal way, and that's the type of football we want to play. But it needs to be built off of something, and that's our pillars. And it's created together with the players. And we try to keep that alive as much as possible and make it as specific as possible as well.
And just how difficult or not is it in terms of just, I guess, managing calm, keeping calm within the club when you're about to, embark on what could be a incredible, or perhaps Hollywood ending for Arsenal this season. But how easy is it to balance calm amongst the players, within your staff, and I guess within yourself?
Yeah, so I need to be calm to perform in my role. I think that's what I believe. But I feel the emotions as well. I get goosebumps all the time for different reasons, because of big performances like last Sunday, but also small things, doing great things that add value to the team. So I really feel what I'm doing and what we're working towards. But again, the calmness is important for us. I think it's the way we perform at our best, and but within that there's a lot of intensity and passion as well.
Great, thank you.
Thank
Thanks very
you.
much.
Thanks, Sandra. Thanks, everyone. We'll leave it there.
Thank you.